The war of words between the government and opposition escalated today as Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar responded to claims by Laventil West MP Kareem Marcel that her administration hates black people. Rather than directly addressing the accusation, the Prime Minister questioned Marcel's mental capacity. She said, quote, "I don't think it's fair or kind for me to argue with someone who appears to be suffering from a non-functional brain," end quote. Persad-Bissessar then rejected the allegation outright, saying the composition of her cabinet speaks for itself. The PM said, quote, "That question is best answered by Jillian John Jeremy, Wayne Sturge, Roger Alexander, Michelle Benjamin, Anil Roberts, and David Naked," end quote. The Prime Minister also accused the People's National Movement of continuing to use race as a political weapon. She argued that race-based campaigning has been a long-standing feature of the party and claimed it has become even more pronounced under opposition leader Penelope Beckles. Persad-Bissessar said, quote, "This is nothing new with the PNM. They've been campaigning with race grifting for decades. It's gotten worse and more overt under this penny-led PNM," end quote. Meanwhile, Persad-Bissessar also weighing in on criticism from some members of the Syrian Lebanese community following Attorney General John Jeremy's controversial comments about the country's so-called 1%. The Prime Minister dismissed concerns that any ethnic group was being unfairly targeted, insisting that criminal behavior exists across all communities and that the law must apply equally to everyone. She said, quote, "No one is being misled by the histrionics and attempts to feign victim status. Members of the Syrian Lebanese community fully well know that some of their members are involved in criminal behavior. It's the same for all Indian, African, Chinese, and all other groups. The law is the same for everyone," end quote. She maintained that law-abiding citizens, including members of the Syrian Lebanese community, have nothing to fear from government's crime-fighting efforts. According to the Prime Minister, only those involved in criminal activity should be concerned. The PM also reiterated that her government has no role in decisions by the United States to revoke visas, saying those determinations are made solely by U.S. authorities based on their own intelligence and national interests. She added, quote, "However, if some people gain comfort from worry by telling themselves that the TNT government is involved, so be it. Won't change a thing. The U.S. has sophisticated intelligence capabilities and they make decisions based on their interests. Maybe having a mouthpiece media house doing the PNM's dirty work to harass the U.S. government about radars, blowing up drug boats, drug trafficking, and U.S. military troop numbers on a daily basis was a dumb idea," end quote. Turning to the state of emergency, the Prime Minister defended the recent extension, saying the measure continues to enjoy broad public support. She revealed that polling commissioned by the government found a majority of respondents backed the extension despite official statistics showing declines in several categories of crime. According to Persad-Bissessar, fear of crime remains deeply rooted after years of gang violence and insecurity. The Prime Minister said one of the survey's most significant findings was strong support among residents of crime hotspots for the introduction of zones of special operations, or ZOSOs. She argued that gangs have effectively created garrisons within some communities, leaving residents fearful not only of outsiders, but also of those living within their own neighborhoods.